So the things that he said that were inappropriate, he asked for in my car at work. I'm a driving instructor. He asked if I had sex with my pupils. Again, completely inappropriate. He asked me if I'd had sex in my car. He insinuated if the car was around the corner we could have sex. He told me he'd sleep with me on 2 different occasions, just interrupted me. He kept calling me boring because I wouldn't have sex on day one. It was about 5 times that he kept repeating the same thing, telling me I was boring because I wouldn't have sex, telling me my life's too short. Sorry, my life is long enough to know my self-worth. And he just wouldn't leave it. So he talked about his hot cock, asked me if I would watch him on Gogglebox and think, oh, who's that? A lot of self-validation. He was wanting me to validate him, and I was there to get to know him. It was a date. So I asked him to stop asking me questions that could affect with my job, and he did. Sort of moved on. And when I told him that I didn't want to have sex on day one, and it just kept going and going and going, I didn't say to him, will you stop doing this? I thought it was quite clear in my body language that, you know, don't keep asking this question. I've given you the answer. To keep pushing and pushing and pushing, I thought was not very nice of him to do that. So, Stephen made me feel really uncomfortable. It made me feel like I was a date, like a hookup from a sex app. He wasn't interested in listening to anything I had to say. It was just about pushing for sex. It made me feel cheap, it made me feel humiliated, and I wanted to get out of the situation. But when you are a contestant on a show like this, and you've never done it before, you're thinking, what is my exit plan? Producers are watching, he's been on TV before, surely this is going to stop in a second. So that uncomfortableness and need to escape, you sort of sit and ride it out thinking this is going to be over shortly. So when Stephen kept badgering me, kept saying about having sex on day one, calling me boring and life's too short, I turned around and explained that I've been a victim of sexual assault when I was younger, and that's why I had a boundary.